Most things that have happened to me in my development as an artist have happened by chance. I suppose it's a kind of a chaos theory. I was always keen on art at school and did a lot of drawing and painting, and my teachers encouraged me to apply for art college. And when I was turned down, it did seem like a great disappointment. So I went to university instead and did archaeology and Celtic studies. But I did always keep up with my drawing and painting. I was on holiday in Forres and met Harold Gordon, a glass engraver. He had seen some of my drawings and suggested that they would translate well into glass. So I worked with him, and you start to work on tableware, glasses and decanters, things like that. It really is a difficult technique to master, but as I began to get more confident, I found that I could express my ideas rather than letting the techniques define where I was going with it. It's also more interesting to work on more unusual pieces of glass, which gives you much more freedom to express your ideas. Wheel engraving is all about small, intimate pieces, detailed sculptural effects, and I was enjoying the meditative nature of the process. But sometimes I did find the scale of the work a limitation, and there were always frustrating difficulties with lighting the work effectively. I think I was missing the looseness that you get when you're drawing or painting, but then it was a busy time with commissions and exhibitions, as well as my music and family commitments, and it's always difficult to leave your comfort zone. At this point, serendipity comes back into play as three major opportunities came along, one on top of the other. In 2002, the Scottish Arts Council gave me a Creative Scotland Award to effectively combine my glass and my music in a new work. A relatively small initial idea grew into a major installation. When it was finished, it was exhibited for a year in the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, and it's now part of the permanent collection at the Scottish Parliament. Around the same time, James Holloway, then director of the Scottish National Portrait Gallery, asked if I would do a portrait in glass of the ornithologist Roy Dennis. The gallery's first portrait in glass, something I hadn't thought of doing before. But that's the beauty of commissions. It's a dialogue between the client and the artist. It was innovative for them, and it extended my skills in a new way. I was also approached to create a window over Dornoch Cathedral in memory of the choirmaster. I had never thought of working on that scale, but my husband Robin gave me a new perspective. His response was that a large window is made up of a lot of small windows. When I thought of it like that, it made the scale seem less daunting. Working on such a large architectural scale was very exciting and demanding in a different way. So suddenly I found myself working in completely new areas, all taking my work in new directions: electronics, architecture, digital printing and so on. Much of this work was for private and corporate commissions and exhibitions. Some were placed in museums around the world, including a self-portrait now in the Fitzwilliam Museum. In retrospect, it's as if these varied works and skills prepared me for a new, challenging commission.